I did point that out.
Hello, everyone. Also, Lynx here recording too. I think it's just to like be fast enough to record because I was waiting for Thomas' connection to be good. So me and Thomas decided to do some CTR today. It's some Nitro-Fueled.
Connection to be good. I think we realized that when the race started.
Yes, but I didn't get a chance to record after that, from the beginning of that race, even though you still beat me. But
you didn't get a chance. I literally just hit the button. It takes 2 seconds.
I was focusing. Classical Lynx.
What do you mean focusing? The lights were just starting. You had plenty of time. It takes not even 2 seconds. I don't. You.
I like making you angry.
You're a special kind of.
I love making him tested.
Poor Helen. The thing she must.
Actually, no. She just calls me everyone's therapist.
I hope that she plays just the two of us whenever you're sleeping, when you get married, so you have to listen to that in your sleep. And then you just subconsciously start singing it in your sleep.
I think she's going to be trying to sleep tonight, actually, because she once again has not slept again.
Well, what can you do? Insomnia is a powerful thing, my friend.
Yeah, it is.
I know plenty of people who have it, and they absolutely hate it. I couldn't tell you. I've never had it. I love sleeping, so... Also, sir, you weren't on the podiums last race. What,
I was getting assaulted by rockets like I am now. You know Cortex Castle's not my good one.
Well, there's always time for change, my friend.
I don't know. That's like telling me this change from a ritual guy to someone else.
You know, you haven't dueled yet. I can easily redo the intro.
No!
And I can change that deck. Every day I loathe the idea that I made you a ritual user. I absolutely hate this idea. It'll be one of the biggest regrets I have. Putting rituals in my show. Truly terrible card. But I will say, despite anything you have to say, some fans are actually excited that I specifically decided to showcase the Libromancers. So I guess you're not the only one who truly loves them. I don't know if that makes you happy.
I mean, it does make me happy because every I think subcategory of cards has their own fan base. Like I know a lot of people like the Amazons. Some people like the Triple D decks. Regions, Red Eyes, Blue Eyes, Magicians.
Blue Eyes is really popular. Blue Eyes is extremely popular. Ain't never gonna catch that in my store.
A lot of people like the Elemental Heroes.
Oh yeah, bro, the hero cards are insanely popular. Almost any Master Duel video I see is usually of the Elemental Heroes. Like so many people love them. Which I can't blame them. There's a lot of them, and some of them are pretty busted.
Everyone loves like all the Synchron monsters, all that stuff too.
I mean, yeah.
All the junk monsters.
I mean, yeah. Hey.
I mean, who can say no to Turbo Warrior? Let's be honest.
Turbo Warrior? I hate that guy. Bro, I'm a Junk Warrior guy. All the way.
Junk Warrior.
Junk Warrior, Junk Gardener, Junk Destroyer, Junk Archer.
Again, they're good cards. I mean, they have a fan base around them. Same with Jack Atlas's deck monsters are rolling with, you know, the Mad Archfiend and stuff like that. And
bro, I'm doing terrible. Where are you?
I'm doing terrible. I'm in 8th place. I cannot catch up for the life of me, and I've been like boosting nonstop.
You poor creature.
You poor Simeon.
Well, I don't think either one of us is going to be making podiums tonight. I don't think that's within the cards for us.
Well, at least we're recording, and at least we're having fun.
Yeah, we are recording. That is for sure. Yeah,
with your plans ruined, I feel like, because I know we talked about this briefly.
Well, for the week with me being sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
Are you going to at least try to make any updates in like any animation or no?
Any updates to what? What do you mean?
Are you going to like do any like filming for like your episodes or anything like that? Sorts.
No, I can't do that. That would be smart and would save time, probably. But I create the dialogue based off of what I'm filming, and that's what helps me further film future scenes. So if I'm unable to,
Did you hit like a roadblock per se? I get what you're saying.
No, not a roadblock. Just that I would just forget what I specifically wanted to put there for dialogue, and then it just wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be authentic, because it wouldn't be like the first thing that popped into my head, you know?
Oh, but we lost a monkey!
Which one? We lost the space monkey! Excellent.
Wait, what?
Oh, Crash Cove. Excellent. An interesting track. See, I can't film and then come back and do the lines. I form my lines, and then how it works is most people film, and then in an actual overdubbing, you would overdub the film. The film's there first. I do the lines first, and then I start filming based around what I want to say. So it would have to be done at the same time. Because if I film first, then I'm limited to what I filmed, and I have to fit everything within that context.
I understand that. Similar to like how they do like shows now, like the Japanese dub and the sub and dub, because like some of the animation for how their voices and their mouths move, they have to track things differently, different lengths.
If it's being imported into America, yeah.
Yes.
Because the language is different. America has to figure out a way to find something that'll fit the voice flaps as best as possible. The Japanese don't have this problem because they're the ones producing it. So they can write the script and then film everything perfectly to what they wanted them to say.
Yeah.
Which is essentially what I'm saying, but in reverse, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm unable to make. I don't want to make something fit. I don't want the limitations. You know, I'm the guy creating it. I shouldn't have limitations on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit, as they say. So yeah, I will. There will be no filming, but I do have episodes 2 and 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Academia already planned out. I already know what I'm going to be doing. I already know how I want them filmed. Hell, I even have a little bit of 5 planned out. We're fast tracking it. I got this all planned out. Or 5. 4. Episode 4. I have some of 4 planned out too. But yeah, I got a lot of that planned out. And then of course I was telling you off camera, new stuff coming with the Nendoroid stuff.
Did you announce that you're bringing back one of your older series or no?
Well, I never even announced that it was canceled to begin with, so it's not really being brought back. He's just being killed off. And when I made the announcement trailer, talking about him, leaving and being kicked out of the friend group, I did mention certain series where I didn't give specific names, but I said, he will be replaced or just straight up removed because he's not as integral to the story. That was the only reason why Welcome to Duel Academy had to be scrapped, because he was so integral to the plot. He was a really important part of it. He wasn't just a side character in that.
I got 4th place. That's not bad.
Oh, good for you. I got 6th.
Something is better than nothing.
But yeah, the life of a shy introvert will continue as normal. The reason it hasn't been filmed in so long is because I've been waiting on that specific building that I showed you.
Wow!
That's finally coming in. I needed that for episode 6.
It's almost. Did you know that Dairy Queen up the road from us is having a 50% off freezer sale tomorrow, where they get 50% off cakes?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's happening. There's a thing tomorrow. Dairy Queen up there, they're having a freezer sale. Everything if they're in their freezer is 50% off, including their cakes.
I did call off work because I'm sick. If you want to take a little drive,
don't make it say no to ice cream cake. Ooh, you gonna get your shortcuts in Papu's Pyramid?
I heard shortcuts. What?
Yeah, your shortcuts that you normally can get in Poppy's Pyramid. Because you can do the one, but you can't do the other.
Yeah.
You gonna try to attempt both?
I might. I don't know. I'm not good at it. The other guy was good at it, but he's gone now. We'll never see those shortcuts again.
By the way, those freaking Joe things you sent me is fucking
Joey things?
the Joe Swatson.
Oh, Joe Swanson.
Shut up!
Oh,
Just let me have this! Just let me! Right, what do you want a PC for? No reason. No reason at all.
Sonic! Oh yeah!
It's so terrible.
Oh my god. You know what is terrible though?
What?
Toma is gonna make a Sonic reference when he meets that new girl I showed you.
Oh boy.
Well, because her eyes are really shiny green. And he's gonna be like emeralds. And she's gonna be like, what? And he'll be like, Knuckles, he's gotta go get the Master Emerald. I'm Sonic. Yeah, I gotta go. He's gonna like run away because he's gotta go play Sonic.
I've been following up again with that new game, that racing game. I'm excited to brought back the racing gear from like Sonic Riders. I'm genuinely really excited about that.
Wait, is that in the game?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
You can customize what weapons, what vehicles you have, depending on what maps you think. Like your vehicle always transforms. You can have it set to just be certain vehicles at all times. So you can just have it be the Sonic Riders gear.
If that's true, then I'm definitely buying this. Because I wish Sonic Riders would come back. That was an awesome game.
That's why everyone's super hyped about them, because they saw Jet with the Sonic Riders gear, and they saw Sonic with it as well, and everyone's like, "Ooh,
Jet's coming back, baby!"
Yeah, that's why everyone was all happy.
That means Storm's gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, no, Storm's the big guy. What the hell?
Wave.
What's her name?
What's her name?
There's three of them.
Yeah, Storm, Wave, and Jet.
Wave, that's her name. Wave, all right. I like Wave. She's pretty. And tall. Yeah. That's third place now. Oh god, it's a bomb.
Listen, I'm in fourth place. This is not one of my favorite maps, but you're doing good.
Bro, how can this not be not one of your favorite maps?
I don't know.
This
just not
is
one
of
of
the
my favorite
best
maps.
tracks from the original. This and
you also gotta remember too, I was not good at the original either. I sucked horribly.
You were. Yeah, we've talked about this a few times, but I want to bring this back since I'm putting this in a fresh new playlist post Ethan Problems. Lynx is so terrible at the original PSN CTR that he refuses to every degree to ever race me in that game. He refuses. He will never race me in that, and I don't understand why.
It's like playing the man in Mario Party 3, because you know he knows all the freaking mini games, all the hacks.
Goddamn right. Bro, I'll never forget those mini games. Those mini games are integral to my childhood. I can't forget them. The Chain Chomp battle mode one is one of my favorites. The Merry-Go Chomp.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love that.
Let's say that those are genuine interesting maps, I'm not gonna lie. Like, and the fact that my bro knew exactly everything about them too is like, oh man.
I don't know how you forget Mario Party boards. Like they're not rocket science. Like,
well, it depends. It depends on what Mario Party you grew up with too. Because remember, every Mario Party is a little different. Like I know we played a little bit of 5 too. 7's
I grew up with mostly only 3.
I grew up with because at the time I had the GameCube when I got consoles a little later
4, 5,
when I was in school.
6.
I grew up with Mario Party 7, which had introduced a microphone, which I will say
also on the GameCube. Interesting.
Which I will say for those of you that ever played 7, having when you first got the thing and you got the microphone with that, it was an interesting gimmick, but it didn't always work. But luckily,
of course, it didn't always work. It was a friggin' cheap microphone.
But luckily, you could turn off the microphone mini games because there's only you have to blow in the microphone for blowing up balloons. I was like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, I would not have had a fun time with that. I don't.
Yeah, you could.
Hey, Engines Labs. All right, talking about one of the best tracks.
Yeah, you could disable those mini games. Thank God. But there were so many mini games, and that one didn't even matter.
There were. I didn't really like any of the ones on the GameCube.
Mario Party 8 was okay. I mean, it was... Then the newest one called Mario Party, I guess it's alright.
Oh, Jamboree, the newest one.
Yeah.
Jamboree's okay. I've played it a few times. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but it's not bad. I specifically really like the mall level.
Then another Mario Party I loved growing up too, and I don't know if Twin actually played this one, was a Mario Party for DS.
I've heard a lot of good things about it, but personally, no, I've never played any of them on the DS.
It was a genuine fun one.
I've heard good things. I've heard good things, and I've seen one or two mini games just through clips. I'd be down to play it if you ever wanted to do that.
Yeah, I think it'd be a fun game.
We've played some Mario games on the channel here before. We've done Mario Kart DS too, Double Dash.
Double Dash is a good one.
I've played Mario Sunshine a lot on the channel. I think there was another one we did. I'm trying to think what it was.
Sunshine's one of his very favorite games.
Mario Kart 64 is one of them, but there was a non-racing one we did, and it's like now just eluding me. Speaking of, I bought when it came out. We never played it. I very rarely played it. Super Mario Wonder.
Oh,
yeah, it's like similar to that Cat Mario game or whatever you.
Oh yeah.
I have that. If you ever want to, let's play that.
We could try that. I mean, I've tried the Mario 3D Land ones on the Cat one. It's okay. I've beaten it.
Well, I remember many years ago, you were obsessed with that Cat one, and you kept desperately trying to get me to play that.
Because I thought it was funny because you hated cats. So I thought it'd be funny to see you playing that.
But eventually we did beat it. I don't think we ever recorded it, but we did beat it before. Because I remember playing that with you, and it wasn't terrible. It was actually kind of fun.
I'm sorry, brother. Miss Holloway! Oh, I hit the wall. Oh, like that guy's not driving. Awesome. We're gonna be in the podiums!
Are we?
Yes.
Are you...
The Rustland crew is going to be on the podiums.
Oh, you're in third?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, the brother's second.
I never even knew you were here.
Yeah, I was just slowly sneaking up on you.
Yeah, keyword on slowly.
At least I swear to God.
Yeah, go on. Oh,
oh, what happened? You get crushed?
Nope, not at all.
Yes. Yeah, you did, and I saw it.
Don't tell me what I did or didn't do.
Ah! At least I swear to God. It's like stuck in my head. It only takes a sick man to sing that song.
That's why it's Ethan's national anthem.
Oh, Canada!
Oh, Canada!
I think gonna keep trying to kill me with bombs.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Put her up.
Oh my God, who put some TNT right there?
Yeah. Well, I know where you're at now. For what it's worth, it wasn't me.
Liar.
I almost hit it too. I'm not a liar.
I'll
How
believe
dare
you.
you? That's insulting.
That's as bad as you saying that you don't summon Nightingale every time.
Shut the crap up, bro. You're just jealous of touchy better skills. You're just mad jealous she's an epic duelist.
I'm being honest. She only has like one copy of each of those monsters in her deck, right?
Nightingale, she has two.
No, I mean like the normal monsters, like Barrel, Canary, and all that shit.
Oh no, she has three of each monster.
Oh, that explains why you get so much on Toma!
Dude, you understand that if I didn't triple all her monsters, she'd only have 4 monsters in her deck, right?
Oh, is that all? So is that like all she has?
Monster-wise, those are her only monsters. It's a very small archetype.
So there's nothing else?
There is Barrel Canary, Celestine Wagtail, Turquoise Wobbler, Sapphire Swallow, and Cobalt. That's like 5 monsters. That's all she's got. That's every monster in her deck. And she's got a decent amount of extra deck support too. I gave her a number, a non-lyralist regular monster for the extra deck, and then I think she has like 3 or 4 lyralist monsters.
Oh, great.
Yes, our favorite. Gotta love it. But yeah, she doesn't have very many monsters, sir. Well, I didn't get to pick any wheels or paint job, but I got to change my cart. Oh no! Lynx, it's us versus the winner! How can we defeat the winner? The winner's gonna win! Yeah, I bet you're curious about her deck, aren't you? Trying to figure out the monsters she has. Yeah, her archetype is small, just like Yukino's, who uses the Wind Witch. However, unlike Yukino, she actually just only uses that archetype. Yukino, I gave a random bunch of just like ice-based monsters.
Interesting. I hate
well, because Yukino's not supposed to be one of the strongest. She's just supposed to be strong. Which you've utilized her deck really well, actually, when you duel with her.
I have my moments.
You should use Iceberg more often, just saying. But other than that, you do a good job. I want that to be one of her main cards. I love that thing so much. It's one of my favorite synchro summons. Why didn't I go backwards and kill you?
Oh, that's a good question. You see, bye-bye.
Oh! Ah!
What's the matter? That landmine will get you.
That's it.
How did the blade of the fan get me? Well, I wouldn't even know where near it.
On my end, you drove straight through it.
Oh, interesting.
Glitches, oh glitches. Oh, that was evil.
What?
I almost hit that. You plopped that out right in front of me. Thankfully, I have a fast maneuver.
Thankfully, I have a fast maneuver.
Monkey simian bastard tricks.
What? I just fling my poo backwards and pray I hit something.
You truly are. You know what? You know what I want you to play now?
What?
I already own it. Next time you're over, we should probably record this. I haven't recorded it myself. I've mentioned this a few times, I think, but there was a day where I had a lot of money, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a bunch of games. I'm just gonna do some single-player Let's Plays. Because at the time, you and Ethan were very busy or whatever, so like, I should do something for myself. And I bought some games. And one of the games I bought was a game called Ancestors, or Ancestry.
Oh god, not that game.
And it's like an evolutionary game based with monkeys and shit. But you could be a monkey and fling your poo! I'll title it The Evolution of Lynx!
Ah!
Actually, that's the noise they make when they hatch out of the egg.
I fell.
And the species first encounter the Lynxosaurus bird, making its very first cry into the world.
God. You know one game I actually remembered I was waiting to be like super hyped, but then it actually wasn't hyped. And then it just turned into like the most #1 thing that I keep gonna get with every landmine!
That's excellent. That's my favorite game. Lynx getting hit by landmines at every last second.
It was the old Spore game for the DS where you can make your own creatures and make your own planet.
What?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're even talking about.
It was a game where like you can make like your own like type of species. You can create them however you want. You can make how like they act, and it was actually really cool and creative ideas. Like it was generally like really thought and cool. But the problem is like Ubisoft made like a patent where they thought nobody was gonna steal the game, and that just promoted it worse to the point where it became that. That and everyone just enjoyed making dick monsters in the game.
Oh, of course they did.
Yeah.
Well, I genuinely have no idea what this game is. I don't recall ever hearing about it.
I remember like
weird
seeing ads
because I
for
grew up with the DS.
I just remember seeing advertisements on TV all the time for it and all that stuff too. I remember like when they were first showing like Sonic Adventure 2 for the GameCube too. That was like, I was just getting, I got pelted.
Lynx, you got destroyed by a bunch of NPCs.
Yeah, I was just getting pelted like by the landmines. It just set me so far back.
I completely forgot we were only racing one person.
Yeah, I was trying to get. I was in second for the longest time.
Embarrassing if I hadn't gotten anything less than second.
Oh, I just kept hitting it landmines. I staggered so bad. I caught so far behind.
A lot of excuses. A lot of excuses.
Yeah, look at that. My brother on the podiums.
That's right. What are we?
Not a lot of.
We're only at 30. Okay, we can keep.
Not a lot of interesting maps though. That's for sure. Mr. Key isn't bad.
Yeah, a lot of terrible maps. I believe
Yeah, I know.
the answer you're looking for there.
Terrible maps.
Yeah,
No.
Wheels.
Yeah, I'll send this link to you though. I didn't know this though. I will send you the Dairy Queen thing in case if you want your folks to get you something.
Oh, they're all working. If you're not going, then I'm not going.
I won't be able to go till like after work.
Also, they're going to Delaware, so I'm just here existing. So I won't be eating anything for the next week. So
Bro.
that's
How do you
fine.
how do you live?
What do you mean?
How do you live?
Well, I sleep, and then I wake up and I do some
How do you eat
chores,
food?
I don't. I just don't. I have to preserve that. Well, I'm here alone. I can't just go shopping, so I have to make sure.
Looks like I'm gonna have to make you peanut butter and jelly the long way.
What?
Ah, it's a joke. Wow.
I don't know what kind of jailbait that was, sir, but if we were in jail, you'd be my bitch, so this peanut butter jelly fancy of yours is gonna have to stop. Is that your pet name now? Am I gonna call you Mr. Paul every time I grab you from your cell? I'm here for Mr. Paul! That's wild.
Hello? I don't like the mama!
The other real person isn't even racing.
Oh.
I wondered why I was in first place.
Oh, interesting.
Victory!
So it's just us.
Essentially. I mean, yeah.
Oh, excellent. I always knew you were destined to
You're
win.
still losing to an NPC.
You shut your face.
Well, sir, I would, but I have no cake to show.
Winner, why?
And so
You have
I have to
forsaken
tell
me.
you the facts. I must tell you the truth. Ooh.
There is no truth in this forsaken place.
Look at the nerd crash.
Dude, I like
Why is
Boosie.
it? Look at that seductive smile. Hey.
Here you have minors.
Wait, what? What? Bro, why'd you ruin that? No!
There you
Bro,
go.
it's just kind of ha-ha silly. Why the fuck you turn it dark? Why? Why would you do that?
Because I'm
Who
losing
hurt
to
you?
you.
Why can't we have anything nice on this channel?
Why? Because I can
Why do you
never.
suck?
Because I could never beat Jang as a kid.
Who the hell is Jenga? What?
Yeah.
Bro, you some kind of stupid. How do you not win Jenga? What the crap? Bro, I was always trying to lose Jenga. I wanted it to fall, bro. I was like trying to knock that shit over. Timber!
Ooh. You know another fun game was like Apples to Apples. Have you ever played that game? Or like Cards Against Humanity. You ever play that?
Yeah, at school I think once. But
Yeah,
way
those
back
are
in
fun
middle
when you
school.
play in like groups. So those are genuine fun games.
They were.
It's a good way to like indulge in your dark humor and get people really laugh.
You know what actually is a fun time? I haven't played it, but I've seen a lot of other people play it. New phone, who this?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I've always wanted to. Well, I can't anymore because we have no friends. But when we had some friends, I wanted us all to sit down and record playing that because I think it would have been fun. But now it's just you and me, so. I think that'd be weird, just the two of us sitting down to do that. I feel like we need
Just the two
at least one or
us.
two other people to make it interesting.
We can make it if we try.
This is exactly why we don't do that. This is exactly why I have never made that video. Because you would make it the most atrocious video I've ever seen.
Another game that I know Toma's also good at too is Monopoly.
Monopoly's fun.
I love
Also,
Monopoly.
since we're talking about random video games, this just popped into my head. I completely forgot about this. Do you remember Billy the Hatcher?
Yeah, that's like an old game. That's a fun game.
Little chicken boy had to roll eggs around or something. I don't remember much about it other than you can hatch animals.
That was one thing that I think people wanted to have a continuation of, and they never did.
Yeah, he was a mascot. For a brief time, he was a Sega mascot, and they just... I don't know how many games he had. I don't even know which one I ever played. He had 2 of them?
That was it, and then they got rid of them.
I played one of them. But that just randomly popped in my head. The guy with the big egg. Billy the Hatcher. I think his name was Billy. I could be wrong. But I remember playing that growing up because I got to... This is probably dating my age. But back in the day, we still had Blockbusters. And I would go there once every week, or we had this movie store / video game store at Giant Eagle, where I would rent a movie for the weekends, and then you return it within like 2 days. And Jak and Daxter 3 and Billy the Hatcher were 2 random games that I got to play. So that was always fun. At least I think. Or wait. Or no. I played Billy the Hatcher at my aunt's house. They had a GameCube. And I played Jak and Daxter 3 from the movie store. Yeah, okay, now I'm misremembering. But still, I mean, I would play random games like that from going to the movie store and just renting them out for the weekend. But that was one of those random games I only played like a handful of times. And I do remember it having a multiplayer.
All right, let's do this. This is a good map, at least.
This is a terrible map. You know what I've noticed with you?
What?
You love all the basic, boring, no epic turning, no intense drifting, most circle-based tracks in the game.
You're goddamn right.
I hate those tracks! They suck!
You know why?
They are for children!
Because then
Bro, I'm not playing easy mode. I don't need this.
If
Get this out of my
easy mode, then
sight.
why are you not in front of me?
Get over here!
Get over here!
Get over here, Mitzi! Wait in front of me! I'll get in front of you! Come here! Show you some peanut butter and jelly, whatever the fuck you said earlier.
The long way!
Bro, I'm going to demolish you. Where you think you're going? Come back here! This is a perfectly good opportunity to throw your life away!
Oh god, not that one.
Now listen, I want your first place. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
A platypus? A car racing platypus? Damn, a car racing platypus!
Okay, I see you choosing the hard way. Get the flip over here.
Nope, I'm gonna keep boosting. You're fine.
Nah, bro, you ain't getting that finish line. Hell no.
Tomo's like he's bound to slip up.
Oh, fuck. Bro, give me a fucking missile. Thank you!
No!
It's about flipping time. No!
No!
Out of my damned way!
No!
No! I still win! Suck my nuts!
That was good. That was fun.
You thought you could beat me. Nah, sorry, fam. That's not how that works.
Except Rick for a second, I got one missile.
I knew I was gonna win. I had full confidence.
You only won because of the missile, so what?
What?
You
Huh?
only won because of the missile.
You know what? I still won, so shut up. You're in second place, loser. Yee! Hey, it's just us now.
Just us. Oh,
Just the two of us.
there's like no good maps. Random. Let's break it up. Or are you doing Dragon Mines?
Random. Don't do random.
Oh.
Random just picks a random track from the 3 we have.
Oh.
We've already gone over this too. Specifically, Ethan was the one yelling at you about it.
Who's that?
I don't know. Who's who? What do you mean?
You know one thing I still gotta treat you out to though, and I keep forgetting about it?
Treating me? We're treating me to something? Go on, I'm listening.
I gotta give you that Mexican ice cream.
Mexican ice cream? What the hell is Mexican ice cream?
Oh, you know, waffle cone with vanilla ice cream with churros and cinnamon on top.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Is this in Dairy Queen's freezer? This sounds delicious. Can I get that for 50% off?
No, that's like Reyes Tecas, buddy. I'll have to get you that.
I've never heard of it, Berberders, whatever you just said.
I've told you that before, but I want to make sure I at least remember you of it because you love cinnamon.
I do love me some cinnamon. Cinnamon is a man's greatest weakness.
Not for me.
Second only to the barbecue sauce.
I love barbecue sauce more than anything. And honey mustard.
Nah, honey mustard is not. Honey mustard's not BBQ sauce. It most certainly ain't cinnamon. So, get it out the door.
Boy, this map is really goofy.
What do you mean? This map's awesome.
Oh!
It's just not a giant circle. So losers like you have no chance.
I just got hit one wrong and then I got pushed back. How does that work? Interesting track though, I will say though, at least.
I like this track. We don't do it very often. Dragon's Mines is just not one of my favorites. And it very rarely comes up to be voted for. But when it's paired with tracks that are terrible, it's the better option. I will say, I like this bridge better in the original. I feel like I have more room to... It feels wider in the original. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I feel like I had more room to drift in the original.
You know, I generally wish for how high and mighty, you know, PlayStation was getting in the veiling of their, you know, their PlayStation 5 and how they did the 30th anniversary edition. I was kind of hoping that they would eventually bought back the rights from Activision for like Crash and stuff like that and Spyro, because they were technically the original mascots.
That would have been really cool.
Because I just feel it's kind of stupid that they got rid of them, and technically they really have no mascot.
Yeah, you're probably right, actually. I don't think they do. But then again, who really does anymore? I mean, Nintendo has Mario, but aside from that, does Xbox even have one?
The Halo series, that's it.
Oh, Master Chief is there.
Yeah, Master Chief is the golden pride and joy of Halo. That's of Xbox. That's all it ever is.
Well, then, yeah, I guess you're right.
Unless you count the God of War series and Spider-Man now, because technically Sony owns Spider-Man.
There's no way Peter Parker is the lead to PlayStation.
When you buy most PlayStation 5, you get a free copy of Spider-Man 2 for this, so yes.
I refuse to accept that. It's Crash or Spyro, or hell, even Jack and Daxter, or the raccoon. Or Ratchet and Clank, I'd accept those answers.
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper.
I don't know. I feel like it's weird, like how it came. Like it was like a golden era where like they had like all these commodities and mascots, and now it's just like kind of like slowly like just died out.
The mascot era, yeah.
And they're just kind of gone.
Yeah. They all died. The end.
I mean, technically, if you think about it now, I mean, like Sega eventually at one point was its own like company, made their own consoles, and now they're just their own company where they now have to release on like Xbox, Nintendo, and now like Sony.
Nintendo.
But they still at least have their mascot technically, but they don't have their own console, which I can understand that in a sense. But
wait, who doesn't have their own console anymore?
Sega, technically, if you're getting
Oh, Sega, yeah, no,
like
they
many
don't.
years, but they still kept their
stopped after
mascot
the
in spite of
Dreamcast.
everything, though, which I can understand. That because trying to keep up with a console race, it's a hard thing.
Plus, given the games Sega has made, I don't think they would have lasted. I don't think they could have competed with Nintendo. I mean, they've made some okay Sonic games, but let's be real here. There really wouldn't have been much for them. I don't foresee it. If they had continued, I don't think it would have been anything good. The Dreamcast itself, what an interesting console. I briefly owned it for a time.
It's ironic when you look at the interesting history of some of the older consoles and the innovative designs. I think a lot of some of the older consoles have some genius designs and innovation, but I think some of them were just released too soon to the point where people were skeptical of it and they didn't want to buy it because they weren't ready. That's why I think like PlayStation 1 did such an innovative design ahead of its time. What, the PlayStation 1?
Yeah, it's just a rectangle.
Yeah, but I'm saying like how they released it, because right at the time, everyone was still with cartridges. They're still kind of unsure with CDs, and people
the CD aspect.
And people weren't sure like how all the 3D graphics were going to go into play, and how Crash basically kind of just broke the mold on that, which people still think that the game was still not physically possible on the PS1.
Yet it is, because I owned it. I owned all three, as you know.
I mean, even hell, Crash Warped was a good series, too.
Warped is 3.
Yeah, Warped 3, that's what I'm talking about. That one I liked.
It's good. Personally, I really like Crash 2. Crash 2 is really good, and I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be that guy, because I know this is a hot debate. I liked Wrath of Cortex.
Wrath of Cortex wasn't bad.
Considering what Spyro had when it first came to the new era of PS2, it got shitted on so hard. Wrath of Cortex is at least playable, it's fun, it's enjoyable. Yeah, it's not the best Crash game, no, definitely not. It's still fun, and the music! Oh my god, the music in that game is just a bop! I really like Wrath of Cortex, I really do. I think the elemental masks were a cool gimmick. I think it was really cool. I liked it a lot. I did. I know a lot of people loved Twinsanity, which came after that. I was not a huge fan of Twinsanity. I played it a little bit, wasn't a huge fan of it. I don't remember much about it either, but I do remember the engine boss at the beginning. At least I think it's engine. In the robot suit. And I also remember the skunk back and forward, and Coco, or not Coco, Cortex dressed up as Coco, and all the acapella. Like it was.
I do think the fourth Crash they made also didn't do bad either. I think it was a really fun nod to the
fourth
three.
one was Wrath of Cortex. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wrath of Cortex is the fourth one. It came out on the PS2. It was its first iteration.
No, I'm talking about the new fourth one that they made. The fourth one where like they have a different elemental mask.
I never played that. I have no opinion. Never played it.
I think it's nice to see, it was nice to see them continue like off. Like you never thought it was going to happen, but they did it. It was just kind of interesting to say that.
Well, I like that they didn't like specifically say like this is 4, this is like a spin-off timeline, and in this new timeline, this is game 4. Because technically, realistically speaking, Wrath of Cortex is the 4th game.
Correct.
But they wanted to do their own thing and put Crash in a different direction. So I'm curious to see where it's going to go from there, because I heard a lot of good things about the game. I personally haven't played any of it.
Then they ruined it with that Crash Bandicoot Rumble game because you can't play the servers, and I thought it was an interesting concept, and I saw trailers for it, but it flopped
hard. The only
hard.
Crash game I don't like is the mutant ones. It's nothing like regular Crash. It's weird, and I'm just not a fan of it. And the weird cell phone spin-off games that were kart racers. That was just, like, why? I don't know, that was always just bizarre to me. Speaking of kart racers, Crash Tag Team Racing. I remember loving that as a child, despite it being a horrific racing game.
So since we're on this topic,
wasn't terrible.
Since we're on this topic too, and because now you're talking about your good and your favorite Crash games, what was your least favorite Mario game?
Like growing up?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you here, Chief. I was a Sony PlayStation man, always have been. I grew up with a PlayStation. My interactions with Mario as a kid were very limited, although I did play a few of them. So I'm going to briefly go over them, because I'm not sure if I had a disfavorite. I played Mario 64 for the N64 at the Eagle's Nest at Giant Eagle, and I absolutely loved that game. I had so many memories of it. The image of that inner castle always haunting me, always trying to remember where it was from. And then I went to daycare, and I got to play it again. And that was absolutely amazing. Mario Party 3 is definitely a really fun Mario game. I enjoyed playing that. I played Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Game Boy, which was fun, but I was kind of really bad at it though. And then of course my all-time favorite Mario game, I don't care what anybody says, Mario Sunshine, baby. I don't care how bad the controls are. I absolutely love that game. I love that game so much.
There's a lot of people that straight love that game.
Bro,
and it has like its own like player base and anything else.
It's so good. And of course, since we're on the GameCube, Mario Kart Double Dash, best Mario Kart game ever. And then of course we have Mario Kart DS, which is also one of the best. And for the final, at least to my memory, final Mario game that I ever played was Mario Super Circuit, I think it's called. It's the racing game for the Game Boy. It had like the N64 graphics. Out of all those games, I'm gonna say that Super Circuit probably was my least favorite. Currently, though, I'd probably say Mario 3. But back in my childhood, I loved Super Mario Bros. 3. Even though I was bad at it, I loved it. So I can't say it was my least favorite, because I absolutely loved that as a child. So I'm gonna go with Super Circuit was probably my least favorite out of all the ones I had. I feel like I also had one on the Game Boy Color, but for the life of me, I can't remember if there was a Mario game on the Game Boy Color.
There was. That's if you get the Wario series, you get to play as a bad guy.
The which one?
The Wario ones. You get to play as a bad guy, which is Wario.
No, I don't think I played any Wario games. I don't think I did. But I had a Game Boy Color for a brief time growing up. And I may have had Dr. Mario on that, possibly. If I did, that's my answer, but I don't know for sure. So, for a confident answer, I'm gonna say Super Circuit.
Yeah. Now, since we're in the talk, because I've asked him his question too. I did play a lot of Mario games growing up as well. My personal favorite would have to be the Wario Super Wario Land 3. It's one where you basically play as Wario, the bad guy. You collect all the treasure. Then you can collect how much treasure you can get like a castle or a house, buff the genie in the end. It was a genuine, fun, challenging game. I do think my least favorite Mario game was like the Super Mario World 2, or the one where you had to pick up like all the plants and turnips and shit like that. A lot of people love that game.
Oh yeah!
I absolutely just hated that game.
Why? That's so good. I love that one.
I just hated the concept of it. I guess I just really didn't like it.
Well, you know why it's so different from Mario Bros. 1, right?
It was all a dream.
No, not at all. No, no. Do you know the legit story behind that?
3, actually.
Do you know why we had such a drastic different version?
Why?
Oh god, wait, hold on. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye!